What up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Pierre's Panic Room. Don't forget to hit the notification bell and subscribe, please, man. The numbers are going up. That means y'all liking what y'all seeing, and we really appreciate it. My whole crew appreciates it. We love this fact that y'all looking, watching, enjoying, and spreading the word. We really do appreciate it. And hey, you got me every time you watch, so you know it is what it is. I understand what it is. So I love my fans so much. I read the comments sometimes, and the comments sometimes be nice, and sometimes y'all be on some bull, you know, right now. So my crew picks out some stuff. I don't know what it is, so it is what it is. So I'm going to read some from particular shows, man. We had a great season, man. These shows are coming, man. I really appreciate it, like I said, man. We're having fun. Got a lot of great guests coming up, so enjoy. All right, y'all. Here we go. From the T.I. show, okay, when I had my man T.I. Tip in the place. Ronald Smith writes, Brother Pierre, you have to be doing something right because you still looking good and still relevant. You know what, I appreciate that. This comment gonna be put up right here. This comment got to be put up close right there. I appreciate that. Good looking out. I know my crew boy, they hated to give me that one right there. It is what it is. But I appreciate being relevant still and still looking good. You know what I'm saying? You know, beauty's in the eye of the beholder, and I be holding it right now. So, all right, from the Life Jennings show, we had him. It says, solid interview. Life music is timeless, and Pierre's a fool. True that on both situations, man. Shout out to my man Life Jennings. Thank you for coming through, bro. Some good stuff. We're going to bring him back, man, because people really enjoyed his authenticity, okay? So good looking out, man. I appreciate that. This ain't no name on it, okay? It's just from Life Jennings episode. I don't know who to shout out to. That's what we do here, all right? So sorry, whoever said it. I don't know who did it. All right, from the TI, again, Wheezy Vlog writes, Pierre, this was a great interview. Damn. Guess I'll subscribe. Nigga, guess? I can't bet you gonna guess you gonna subscribe, nigga? Really? When are you sure you gonna subscribe? Damn, what I gotta bring in? Obama? Dig up Muhammad Ali or somebody? What the hell? You Martin Luther King or something? Damn. A great interview and you guess you gonna subscribe. Nigga, you better subscribe. I'm gonna look for Wheezy Vlog and see if you subscribe or not, man. But yeah, T.I. did his thing, man. I appreciate it. All right, y'all. I'm excited. Another show, man. Another guest, man. I'm excited to have this man come up here, brother. This is a legendary comedian, man. From you remember the Def Jam days, the Comic View days, man. He left his mark, man. He's still doing comedy all over the place. We're gonna find out what he's been up to. I recently did a show with him in New York City, and I said, man, can you come and do my show, brother? Please get my show, man. Come on through. And he came through, man. So I'm excited. Y'all give a big round of applause for the one and only Mr. Hamburger. Look at that hat. Look at that. What's that way that hat? Got that hat. What up, boy? What up, man? Damn.
Thank you, man. My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Look like you just jumped off the episode of Dallas. Remember the movie Dallas, the TV show?
Yeah.
A long time ago for some of you young kids. You know, who shot Hamburger? That's what we found out. JR. What's up, brother? Look at you, man.
Congratulations, man. You're doing it big.
I'm doing it big.
Clifton Powell.
Yeah, I had Clifton Powell. Yeah.
T.I.
I had Clifton Powell. T.I.
And now Hamburger.
We get a little lower, but it's all right.
Your ratings gonna be low this week.
Oh, damn, Hamburger. Hell no. Well, it's all good. But I appreciate you, man, for coming. You're a legendary comic. You know that, right?
You, sir.
I mean, there's a lot of comics came up in New York that I don't remember their names, or did TV shows like Def Jam or Comic View that we don't remember their names, but everyone remembers Hamburger. When I told them I'm having you on the show, they was like, oh, yeah, that's my man, Hamburger. Now, some of the young kids didn't say anything. They were like, what are you ordering? Some food? What are you going to get, the cheeseburger and the fries? Well, they know it's a comedian. But,
I understand that. I get that young people have yet to adapt to the old school.
Right.
A lot of them don't know about now, believe it or not, some of the boys on the block stop me and say, yo, you legendary, son.
You are.
Yeah, but I'm like, what you little hood cats know about Hamburger? And they're like, yo, we watch you all the time, son.
Right.
And I'm like, word?
Right.
And they some young dudes now, and they still watching. So, and a lot of times I do shows and people ask the age afterwards. I'm 23, I'm 25. We thought you was hilarious. So
nice. So you still get everybody laughing from different days.
No,
man. When I worked with you in the Bronx, man, I was like, that boy's funny, man. You still got it, man. You really do. So that shows the test of time. So let me just back a little bit up, man. You from the East Coast? Are you from Jersey?
Jersey, born and raised in Elizabeth, New Jersey.
Elizabeth, Melinda Williams is from I think she's from Elizabeth. You know Melinda Williams? Boy, you better know.
You know who is from Elizabeth, New Jersey? Todd Bowles. Football coach.
Right.
Tampa Bay right now is doing the defensive coordinator. Was the Jets coach, Todd Bowles.
Why did I think like
same class as me?
Why did I think that like Lauryn Hill and them was her? She went from Elizabeth?
She's from Orange, about two cities over. Yeah.
Okay.
Fuji's, all of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Tribe
now,
and
who?
Naughty by Nature.
Naughty by Nature. Okay.
Shout out Vinny and the crew.
So you came up. I'm guessing you grew up. Your youth was in the '60s, '70s. What was your youth?
See, I'm about to walk off your set
No,
now.
hold on.
No.
I didn't
see,
say 1860s. I said 1960s. Bro, I meant the 19s, man. Damn.
You trying to say I graduated Kunta Kinte? What's up, man? Come on, man.
No, he was a little younger than you.
The 70s, it was my heyday.
Okay, your heyday. So you were
graduated high school in the 90s.
Hell no. You was about 90 when you graduated. Damn that. I know Hamburger, okay? But let me say, so who did you come up admiring on TV, like watching TV shows? Like, was it the Cosby Show? And
as a little kid, I used to watch the Flip Wilson show.
Flip Wilson, there you go.
And don't ask me why, but I was just fascinated by this comic.
Right.
And then it was Eddie Murphy did his thing on it, and then that just gravitated me to stand-up comedy. But Red Fox, Sanford and Son.
Right. But I figured you were a kid with the Flip Wilson, right?
I was a little kid. Yeah.
Right. Easy, nigga. Okay.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
bad?
yeah.
I came in '76, 75. Okay. You're older than me and shit. Damn. Okay, but no. So I can see you watching him. But when Eddie Murphy came around, well, Red Fox would come from Sanford and Son, right?
Exactly.
Because me and my father used to watch that show all the time. That was a staple in our house. Sanford and Son.
And when Eddie came out, I had my first VCR, so I taped him. And I used to go to a girl's house and show. I know you weren't supposed to take your VCR from house to house. Plug it in one time and leave it there.
Nigga, you sure your 1860s, mother?
This thing was huge. I'm carrying it like it's a cassette player. It was heavy and.
Hell yeah, you had yeah. It's actually funny. I remember when you talking about Delirious?
Yes, the red leather. Yeah.
I remember when he was coming on Saturday Night Live. It was a thing to watch.
Right.
My aunts and uncles, we watched Saturday Night Live back then, and then we did Delirious. It took it to a whole nother level, a whole nother level. When you saw him do that, is that when you wanted to do stand-up comedy?
Yeah. That put the bug in me. I saw Richard in the movie theaters.
Right. Sure enough.
But it wasn't attainable for me. I didn't think I could do it.
Right.
But something about Eddie. And when he started doing it, I'm like, I think I can do that.
You think you can do that? Yes. No, he got a lot of people in some leather pants. I hope you.
No, I didn't do the leather pants.
Oh, okay.
But you know what really made me think I can do it? Robin Harris.
Really?
That was my man. I love Robin Harris.
Robin Harris. Rest in peace, Robin Harris.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna have the guy who ran the club, Atlanta Comedy Theater. He's gonna come on the show. Michael Williams.
I want to see that.
Yeah. He's like the godfather of bringing a lot of comics to the surface.
He's got the
LA.
history.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
But with you, okay, so. What kind of kid were you? What were you doing? What were you doing before you got into thinking? Like when you was in your teens, what were you doing?
I was a TV kid, born and raised watching television, and I guess that's where I got a lot of the animation and watching my family. Imitated everybody, stole everybody's personality, and put them all into me becoming a stand-up comic. So in high school, wasn't a class clown.
Oh wow! Okay.
But about my senior year, I kind of veered off and became the class clown and did some crazy things. So I just started acting up. And
crazy like what in school?
Like, this is okay. Here we go.
Yeah,
you want this at the end? You want it now?
That's the end now. Shit, let's start off.
We had a crew called the Wild Bunch in the football team. I was in a band. I wasn't in the football team, but I was trying to be competitive and hang with the football team. And they were crazy. This was the same time Animal House came out.
Okay.
And the Blues Brothers.
Right.
So they came to football games and togas and everything. So we had a competition mooning each other.
Oh wow. Okay. And togas is the rap.
Right.
Okay.
But mooning was you just dropped your pants and showed your hind parts and ran off.
Right.
But I had to stop because I lost my wallet one night doing it. I never mooned again.
You lost your wallet.
It came out my back pocket somehow.
Oh, you had your pants. I thought y'all were naked underneath those.
No.
Drawers
Mooning was just.
Oh, dropping your drawers. Okay. You lost your wallet. Okay.
Yeah. So
that stopped you?
Yeah. You lose your wallet, that teaches you a lesson. That guy said you ain't got no business doing that crazy stuff.
Yeah, I lost my wallet over a girl's house, jumped out the window when their boyfriend and husband came home. So I mean,
and that's worth it.
I came back
that's
in,
worth
you know.
It. That's worth it.
Yeah, there you go. You know what I'm saying? If it was good, damn the moon. Okay, so you was not a rambunctious kid because you wasn't that. You said you weren't really rambunctious. You were more. I think you were more the smooth kind of guy that started shit and then kind of hid behind people and giggled.
Yeah, and I was a DJ in high school.
You was a DJ?
Yeah.
What kind of shit was you spinning?
That's when Ring My Bell was out. Taste the Honey.
Anita Baker, come on.
Boogie Oogie, and all that.
Taste the Honey, come on, give me them numbers.
Disco Nights by GQ.
Okay, come on, I know all of it.
My favorite was Curtis Blow Christmas Rap.
Really? I was your man? Right,
Man,
right.
I played that like 10 times one party. You ever see the DJ get booed?
Yeah, especially when it's July. who playing Christmas songs? Right.
It was cool for the first two. Floor was packed and everybody was like, yeah. But by
This was maybe before. This was after. You know what my favorite song of all time? Well, you don't know, but you know my favorite song of all time is. If I had to be on I'm gonna ask you a question too. If you had to be on an island, what one song would you have to think you got? You could just do one. One song I would have would be "Come Into My Life" by Joyce Sims.
wow.
Do you remember that
Really?
song? Do you remember that song?
Yeah.
The Mantronics did that beat. Remember the Mantronics? Yeah. That's Google that. "Come Into My Life" by Joyce Sims. If I had to take one song, it was smooth.
You
It
know
wasn't
what I
too
might go
crazy. Huh? Who would you go?
Love is the Message
Love is the Message.
by MFSB. Out of Philadelphia.
Yeah.
But they
what's
made
that boy name?
it starts out. I can't
Love is the
sing.
Message.
Love is, and then go to the break, and the saxophone come out, and forget it. But I always say at my funeral, I don't want no music played at my way out, and everybody dance all the way out the door.
Really?
Yes, I want to party.
That's it. Love is the Message.
Love is the Message, MFSB.
Okay. If you had one song live, okay. So yeah, think about it. In the comments, let me know one song you would live. If you was on an island, you'd want to have with you. All right. So that's how you. So how did you start getting into comedy, stand-up comedy? And did you have the name Hamburger before you got
No.
into comedy? All right. So when you got into comedy, what made you get into comedy? Just seeing Eddie Murphy, you said I want to do a Robin
Well,
Harris?
first off, I didn't want to be a comic. I wanted to be a DJ. My voice changed when I was in ninth grade. So I wanted to be, 107.5 WBLS, the rhythm and soul, and just stand behind there and spin the records.
Did you have a name? Did you have a DJ name back then? You wanted?
Mr. Jones.
Mr. Jones.
DJ Mr. Jones.
Mr. Jones. Really miss it. Mr.
So it
Jones.
was Mr. Jones.
Oh yeah, that's original.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wasn't too many Mr. Joneses, right?
That's when your last
go
name,
through
Jones.
go through the yellow pages.
Right. So Mr. Jones.
Which one are you now? So I wanted to, and then from there was talent shows, hosting fashion shows.
Okay.
And you know your folks, they ain't ready at the end, so they say stall. And I'm saying, how am I supposed to stall? Tell jokes. I ain't no comedian.
Right.
So little by little, I build up a repertoire how to hold the audience at bay for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, turn to a half hour. And people are like, you're funny, you should be a comic. No, I'm not. So a friend of mine, Derek Fox, a.k.a.
Oh man,
Shantae,
shout out to Shantae. Yeah, he was funny.
before Living Color Everything, he ran out our high school. And this is 1988, and it gave a variety show.
Okay.
So we did stand-up comedy, we did skits, we had rappers, singers, you name it. And that was on a Friday night. That Monday, he was supposed to audition for Showtime at the Apollo. I was his manager, had a suit and a briefcase.
Hell
I didn't want to be a stand-up comic, so I was his manager. Put his name down. He put my name down right behind me. So they called the next five, Derek Fox, Alonzo. I'm like, yo, somebody had the same name as me.
That's
he
funny.
said, no, that's you. So I auditioned, went home. They called me. That Monday, that Thursday, I had a tape, NBC, Showtime at the Apollo, amateur night.
What?
So within a week, I'm doing national TV.
You went from being a manager to being a star in one, well, not a star, but but out in front like that. Wow.
In 1 week. So I really had to put together. Back then, I was playing around with my answer machine, doing different things because I wasn't paying my bills. So I had to change my voice.
Okay.
And everybody's like, "Oh, that's funny. That's cute." So they said, "Do that." And I had a bit I used to do about the high school cheerleaders, which I said I ain't gonna do no more because I almost ended in a fight one time. So I used real names, unstupid me.
Hell no.
Yeah,
Really?
it was real names and personal stuff, and it ended in a bad note. So
Right.
that
That's what
joke
I say.
is buried. So
Right.
check it out. Okay, that's all I remember. But anyway,
Okay.
I did that on the Apollo, and Kim Coles was the host. Nobody remembers that.
Yeah, but she did. She hosted what? Not long. Did she do even a year?
She did like 2 episodes. Rick
I
Villas
was
was the
about to
main
say.
person at that time.
Shout out to Rick Villas. Rest in peace. Yeah, man. Yeah. he
And
was
then
real good. Yeah.
Kim Coles came on.
I think I remember that.
And I always want to see her to say, "Hey, you remember me?" And bitch was like, "No."
And that would have been after Sinbad.
Before Sinbad.
That was before Sinbad.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, that's right before Sinbad.
Right.
Okay.
Rick Villas, Kim Coles, and then they went to this thing where they did all the celebrities. Keith Sweat was the host, Al B. Shore.
Wow.
And, you're going to see Al B. Shore, give it up for, it ain't the same.
Right.
You need some energy.
Right. I remember I did Apollo. The Apollo was notoriously known for booing people.
Yeah.
So comics that would come out of town from that town to go to do New York, it was so crazy. I remember, New Yorkers were like, you better be funny.
Yeah.
The audience was like, you walking in the theater or whatever, do a show, your ass better be funny. Not like, we here to see you and, do a good job. It was like, your ass better be funny. So, had you done enough clubs to not be afraid, or were you afraid when you did
I wasn't
Apollo?
afraid because, like I said, I was doing hosting the talent show and everything, and I wore a suit.
Ooh.
And they were like, we need a comic. We need a comic. Where's the comic? And I'm standing right there.
Wow.
And they said, where's Alonzo? Where's he at? And I'm standing right there. And they're like, you're going out there in the suit? I said, yeah. Okay, good luck.
Right, sure.
And I went out there in the suit. They didn't boo me. And they brought me back, put their hand over my head. And that's when they booed me. And I've only been booed one time in my life, thank God.
What? Yeah. Hold on, they booed you after. Do you know who won? Did somebody win?
Yeah. And I'm a friend on Instagram. She had like she never heard or saw me before. Althea Renee. She's out of Texas, flute player. She was awesome. She deserved to win. She won like 3 weeks in a row, something like that.
Althea
Renee.
Renee. All right. Well, Althea Renee.
Big shout out to the girl who act like she don't know me, but we were on the Apollo together. Yeah, you won, but I don't think you ever did Def Jam. How about that?
Ooh, okay. Well, damn.
Hamburger.
Okay. So how did the phrase hamburger come up?
So after the Apollo and whatever, we went over to Uptown Comedy Club. And at the Uptown Comedy Club,
I remember that. That was a hot spot in New York. All the hottest comics were in that spot. That was hip hop comics.
Right. So they told me I was country.
I could see. I'm not saying you are, but I'm saying black people don't wear no cowboy hat in New York City. The hell you think?
I was just me. And they said I was country. And I said, what you mean country? They said, well, everybody from Jersey's country, but you real country. And they said, you even talk country. You sound country when you talk. And I was like, no, I don't. So they said, you should come on stage in an overall and pig with a pig.
No, come on.
I said,
now.
you crazy in New York?
Yeah, come on.
So I said, what I'll do is I'll show you my uncle. He's country. So my uncle's from Raleigh, North Carolina.
Ooh, shout out Raleigh, North Carolina.
The hat on, actually Willow Springs, but nobody knows Willow Springs.
Right.
So I put the hat on, came out, and I did hamburger, because that was his word. He said he was too old to curse, so instead of cursing, he would say hamburger. So I said hamburger. So everybody's like, yo, that was funny. And the next week I came without the hat, and they said, where's your hat, Tex?
Wow.
And I said, I'm not wearing a cowboy hat. I ain't doing it again. And they said, come on, Tex, where's your hat? So I went out and did it again, and here it is, 33 years later, still wearing a hat. People won't let me take it off.
Wow. And so you felt some kind of kinship with that.
I was searching for an identity, and you can relate to this and help the people relate to this also. As a stand-up comic, week after week, night after night, people would say, you were on the show last night. Or I say, who was on the show? I forgot. Some girl, she did a joke about, or some guy, he did a joke about. So I said, I wasn't going to be that guy who's forgotten.
Nice.
So saying hamburger and being a black guy wearing a cowboy hat, they remembered you. And I beat you over the head with the hamburger thing. And right after I did my set on Def Jam, Russell Simmons came running up to the stage and grabbed me. And I'm like, I messed up. That was brilliant. Freaking brilliant. Oh, I loved it.
Don't do that, man. You know Mike Tyson, man. Oh, man.
And I said, what are you talking about? That was the greatest marketing I'd ever seen. I was like, thank you, Russell. Thank you. And for him to say that, he could have just walked past me, whatever.
Sure.
But for him to come on stage and grab me and say that, it stuck in my head. And I never really thought about it until years later. I'm like, now I understand what he meant by it.
The marketing, yeah. He had the worst marketing. What, good night, goodbye, thank you, whatever.
But it worked. It worked. Man. Everybody says it's memorable.
I couldn't remember. What was it? What did he say?
Thank you for coming out. See you next week.
I think God bless was in there somewhere.
Sometimes he switched up.
See, that's why boo. That was one of the worst sayings.
That's Pierre Russell. I ain't saying that.
Boo.
Thank you for the checks.
He in the Himalayas of Uruguay. He ain't even around, so anyway, I'll see when you get here. I actually went to his house one time.
And you know what? After we did the Def Jam tour, I was nervous because Bernie normally was the host since Martin was on the tour.
Sure.
And they asked me to fill in. So I said, man, I'm making a big mistake. I told Kid Capri, I said, I don't want to go out there. They're going to boo me. Because who knows me?
Right.
He said, you crazy, B, they know you. I said, no, they're not. Fayetteville, North Carolina. Kid Capri goes up, the baddest DJ you ever seen in the comedy show.
Shout out to Kid Capri. Yes, indeedy.
In 15 minutes, he had 2,700 people out of their seat, dancing in the audience, screaming in the palm of his hand, doing everything.
It is right there.
Doing tricks.
All right.
Pick it up, pick it up.
Right.
He picked up the turntable. Pick it up, pick it up.
Right. And then brought you up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Martin Lawrence couldn't be here tonight, so I'll give you my man, pick it up for Hamburger. 2,700 people stand up screaming.
Yes.
And when the music stopped, all I heard was hamburger.
Okay.
I'm saying, so how do they know who I am? Dummy, Def Jam. Everybody's watching it.
Right, sure.
And that was the hottest show out, man.
Did you do comedy first or Def Jam first?
Def Jam first.
You did Def Jam first, right.
And thank God.
And I remember you had the hat on and everything.
It was the hottest episode ever I was on.
Right. Hold on. I was on it twice.
Bro,
you got the hottest episode?
I saw you get shot at McDonald's.
Yeah, whatever you want to say.
I saw you get shot at McDonald's.
Okay. Yeah.
But you want to name who was on? Tell me who was on your show. Do you even remember?
Of course I remember.
Let's go.
D.L. Hughley was on my show.
Who went first? Who went first?
Hold on.
Name the lineup. Go ahead.
AJ Jamal.
Okay.
me, Simply Marvelous, and D.L. Hughley.
Okay,
now
I'm gonna name my 4.
Oh, man, go on your Lord. Go on your fucking
Chris
4.
Tucker opens up.
Oh, okay.
It's like a hand of spades right now. Here come the ace. Bam.
Okay.
Here come the 2 of spade. Me. Bam.
No. You Chris Tucker didn't. Okay, you.
Kevin Anthony.
Who?
Kevin Anthony.
Who?
Okay, now the big
my
joker.
homeboy.
Here come the big joker. Bernie Mac. Pow!
Yeah, but we had Simply Marvelous. We had 4 hitters. Y'all had 2.
I'm gonna put Bernie out there by yourself. I ain't scared of you. Name a set that top that one on Def Jam. I'll wait. We got commercials on the show.
I ain't been shot. He ain't been shot. I ain't the only one out here. Damn that.
You were hopping around the stage getting shot.
Right.
All Bernie said was, I ain't scared of you.
Damn.
And the rest is history.
Okay. But I said it. Okay, I was okay. Whatever.
I'll put my show up against anybody. It was the highest rated Def Jam show. It was improving. And when they sold the DVDs, that was when it was.
No,
sir.
No.
Yes, sir.
I was on the first show ever aired. They put
No,
my
you
show.
weren't.
Yes, I was.
No, you weren't.
No, hold on.
That was Derek Fox, Bill Bellamy, Ted Carpenter.
Hold on. No. I'm talking about the tapes, the DVDs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can say easy. Put the hat on, that 4-gallon hat. That motherfucker going down now from 10-gallon. But okay, you did great. Hamburger's known. All right, I'll give you respect on it. And Chris Tucker's known, and Bernie Mac is known, and Kevin Anthony is my friend. Okay, so
He's known too.
yeah, he's known in my house. He does my backyard sometimes. Shout out to my boy Kevin Anthony, very funny guy. All right, so let me ask you. What did you felt you got a different kind of love from the different kind of shows? Because Comic View was different than Def Jam.
Yeah.
Did you feel
it was definitely different? And I always tell people with Def Jam, there was 4 comedians and they aired 3 times a week, so you were a star for a whole week. They didn't see or hear anybody else but that one episode.
Right.
Comic View would put 6 on Monday, another 6 Tuesday. By Wednesday, you're forgotten because every night they're doing another 6 or more comics, and it was too much for everybody to take in at one time. So you weren't memorable from Comic View. To this day, Def Jam is like my Thriller, my Purple Rain, so to speak. People will say, I saw you on Def Jam. I did probably 10 different TV shows, but people always going to say Def Jam.
Right. So, no, that's good. Now, how was you able to be funny without cursing? Because you don't curse.
And that's a good thing.
Yeah, that ain't it.
After I did Def Jam, I went back because we started doing shows and everybody was cursing up a storm.
Right.
I said, I got to be able to follow these guys. So one of the things I did was mess with the audience a lot. That was like, and a lot of improv stuff that was just unbelievable because it was something people really had to think about. And the improv helped me. And then I had to write stronger jokes. I had to go back and write a joke again, write a joke again. So my jokes had to be a little bit more funnier than the average person to stand with people who are, and I'm telling you, there's some heavy, you talking about some heavy hitters, and you seen the Def Jam show.
Oh, I was on Def Jam tour.
Right.
Sure, yeah.
Following you and other guys, it's not easy.
Yeah, it was some beast
So,
stuff, yeah.
It's a lot of work. And to stay in the game 33 years and being clean.
Yeah, no, that's incredible. That's incredible. Why do you think Def Jam? I mean, Comic View ended. Why, because it's like it was going for so long.
They oversaturated the market.
You think that's what it was?
Too many comics, and then they were just looking for anybody. Def Jam, you had to be seasoned. Bernie had 17 years in the game. Steve had 17 years in the game. So when they came on stage, they were ready.
Right.
I think, in my own opinion, Comic View just took somebody with 3 weeks in the game who sent the tape in, and they put them on.
But you said they had, 5 shows and 4 comics a show? What was it, 3 comics a show?
6 different shows aired in 1
week. So you have about 15 comics a week, where Def Jam had 4.
30.
So you could
30 or more in 1 week.
Right,
and
right.
then they would put back-to-back showing people who did duplicate material and the crickets. You don't do that.
Yeah. A friend of mine, a comic, did that, who just passed away. He produced those. That cricket thing was mean. Even though some people were whack, but I still don't feel like putting a comic out in public like that. You can do it in the comedy club, joke on it, but I would never do that on a national show. So Comic View, Comic View probably oversaturated, and Def Jam was just. I think people got so large they didn't want to come back to Def Jam, and then they had to start looking for comics that were.
And Def Jam, I don't know where they found that theater, but it was made for comedy.
Yeah, the Academy.
It was conducive to comedy.
Off Broadway.
And then Russell was so smart, he laced it with celebrities. And you had one host who was Martin,
right,
who was the perfect host at the time.
You know who's supposed to be the host?
Robin Harris.
Robin Harris. Shout out to the great Robin Harris. Yep. If he hadn't passed, he would have had that. Yeah.
But when Martin turned around, so Flavor Flav, and he had a relationship with Flavor Flav, and he wasn't scared to talk about Flavor Flav.
Ooh, yes.
Flavor, you're a roach.
Right.
That was nasty.
Niggas
would and people didn't just laugh. They got up, ran around the theater, high-fived each other. You've never seen a comedy show like that before.
Yeah.
Think about it. To this day, there's not a comedy show. It was Nobody laughed like, you know, even at the improv.
Right, sure.
Give it up for Ted Sabrinsky.
Well, even Comic View, you know, Comic View is like I think it was an older crowd.
They put models in the audience at Comic View.
Oh yeah, they can't be.
And they couldn't laugh. They had to just stand in the same position. But Def Jam?
What year of Def Jam did you do Def Jam?
August of the first year, 93.
You did August of the first year?
I taped in June and aired August 11th.
Okay, I came when it was cold because what they did was they did 6 shows first with Yvette Wilson and Ricky Harris and all that and Bernie Mac and all that.
Right.
They did that first before they even aired it.
Right.
They liked the show. They sent a guy named Bob Summer. Shout out to Bob Summer. He came and picked some comics from around the country, picked me and some other DL and all that. So we came and taped. And I remember it was cold in New York City. It was cold. It was off Broadway, a place called the Academy. I remember
43rd Street.
Is that what it was? Yeah. We were walking to the venue because a little bus from the hotel took us there, and it was a long line of people waiting to get in.
Yeah.
You know, it was a long line. We talk about thug hoodies, Timberland boots, triple fat gooses, gold chains, and these were the females. You know, and what the guys looked like. You know, but they was all lined up. We'd have passed them, and they were like, you know, me mugging us. Like, you better be funny. I had my little suit, my little jean outfit on and shit. And the pressure was vicious, man. It was like New York was gonna let you know if they liked you or not. And that's one of the reasons why I was so fast on my show. People were like, you talk so fast, because I wasn't letting them boo me. Because
But you know what's funny? Everybody remember the Apollo, but Def Jam audience was different.
Okay.
And I was on the only show that somebody got booed.
It had to be with Bernie Mac because it was.
No, it wasn't Bernie. That's why Bernie did what he did.
Right, Butch Burns.
I didn't want to say that. From D.C.
What's wrong? I said it. Butch Burns got booed.
People have paid me.
Butch Burns got booed.
I'm not saying it to.
I mean that's history.
And after that, a young lady came on and they heckled her and she walked off stage.
Oh, I didn't hear that part.
Suzanne.
Oh, Suter, yes.
Yeah.
Suzanne Suter got booed. Man, you bringing everybody's name up. You're horrible, man. You're a terrible. This guy a terrible individual, man. no, but because I remember. Now tell me I'm correct. It was a long time ago. They told us we're taping 5 people, but we're only going to show 4.
Right. Somebody wasn't gonna make it.
Whoever wasn't good was going to be.
But they might have put you on another show if you were that funny. The only time slot it was for 4.
Okay, that's what it was.
So chances are you're gonna be bumped to another show.
Right.
But in this case, Chris went up, knocked out the park, got a standing ovation.
Roaches, man, break it up, y'all, break it up, y'all.
And after the next 2 got booed, Bernie was backstage pacing like, yo, Martin, do something. This ain't right. This ain't the Apollo. And Martin turned to him and said, if you can't handle it, you shouldn't be here.
No.
Yes, sir.
So Martin told Bernie
Yes,
Mac?
sir. And I'm sitting there like, Bernie was my idol.
Right.
And for him to tell Martin to do something, then he said, you from New York, Hamburger, you do something. I said, technically, I'm not from New York.
Oh, wow, you weasel.
Yeah. And I
the
said, they might boo me because they heard my material before. So when I went out there, that's why I was like, who else want to play? And I thought I did something. I turned it out. I got people. Man, Bernie went out there in 7 minutes and did something I never saw in comedy in 7 minutes.
Yeah. But you know what's so? It's such a beautiful moment because Kid was on his side, knew when to hit the thing at the same time too. That was just magic going together because they didn't rehearse that. You know, it wasn't
that
rehearsal.
Was comedy magic.
Yes.
And
so have somebody boot in front of you. You go and tell everybody you ain't afraid of him. And a lot of people didn't realize what he was doing. They probably just thought of New York just to be New York.
And
but
that's why everybody in the audience was screaming because I ain't scared of you.
Right.
Boo me, I ain't scared of you.
That's dope.
And he killed it.
That's dope. Wow, man. Wow, that was crazy. Okay, so then your career started to blossom. I mean, I saw you all over, man. You became a legend. That Hamburger really was a legend.
Uptown Comedy Club, Apollo Comedy Hour, Showtime at the Apollo.
You did it all.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you did it. You did
Teen Summit, Comic View, and like Shucky Ducky, myself, some more, Joe Torre, and I forgot his name, Most Def. We taped the Chappelle show, but it didn't air.
Right, I do remember
and
that.
They sent me the sides for it, and it was originally written for Ricky Harris. And there was a lot of profanity, and I was supposed to come up my butt cheeks out.
What?
And I said, unfortunately, I can't accept this. So I said, you idiot, you just gave up a shot to be on the Chappelle show.
Man, to show your ass.
And, no pun intended. And they called me back and said, Dave said he respects who you are and what you represent as far as being a clean comic. You can do whatever you want on the show.
Oh, wow. And so you did what you wanted, and it didn't air.
And it didn't air.
Wow, so you didn't do the show.
So I went to the bathroom and wrote this thing. We was doing Def Poetry Jam meets Def Comedy Jam. Mm-hmm. So I did something, to the window, to the wall, something I wrote real quick.
Right.
And they laughed in the audience, but then Dave came out with the bongos and played, and they showed a snippet of it on the Best of Chappelle, but they never showed the skit.
Wow.
We got shout outs. This is where Shucky Ducky comes out. This is where Hamburger comes out.
Right.
And I was like, dang.
No, man, that's great. Do you think that name or y'all names hurt your career or helped your career?
Helped.
It helped.
That's why we have longevity. I have a video game that I play, dating myself, but I'm stuck on Madden 2008 football.
Okay.
Do you know the football players and they go, shucky ducky, quack, quack,
Oh, yeah.
shucky.
Right,
Hamburger. And the video game, watching
Wow,
Empire,
right.
they still go shucky ducky.
Right. Oh, sure.
And then there's, like now, I'm sitting home on a Saturday night, my phone goes crazy. SNL just did a spoof, The Kings of Catchphrase Comedy, Shucky Ducky Hamburger.
Great. That's great.
So now we've crossed over.
Right.
Tonight Show's doing spoofs on me. And Family Guy.
Right.
Just did
I
an
saw
episode
Family Guy, yes.
on Hamburger.
With the cartoon view.
Right.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah.
So
yeah,
it's like this thing won't die.
Nice.
And
nice,
you know,
nice.
30 years over, here we are, another generation. People are like, Hamburger.
Right, still, yeah. And it's funny because you said you didn't really want to get into comedy, be a big time comic. You kind of rolled into it, and now look at you, 30 years later, you're still making a living at it. And I can say I worked with you, and you was funny as hell. I was like, I hadn't seen you in a long time. I was like, dang, he still got it. So
Thank you.
No, for real. You was funny, man.
Comedian Hamburger on IG if you want to put me. Comedian Hamburger.
Yeah, we'll put your Instagram. You know, them 60-year-old women still gonna fuck with you and shit. You know.
No, I want the young kids. The old people ain't on Instagram.
Well,
The old people still on MySpace.
Well, let me ask you quick. Damn, you're on Black Planet for you. Okay, shit. Okay. But no. So there's a tragedy that happened. I know he's a friend of yours, Jimmy Mack. Yeah. He was an old cat, OG in the game. That's where Tracy Morgan got in a car accident with Artie Fuqua and some other people. Yeah. So and you know, unfortunately, Jimmy passed out of the crowd. How were you connected to him as a friend? Like, what was up with you and
Uncle
him?
Mac and I were like best friends. In this business, you become friends, become brothers, like Joe Recca. And you know,
Oh, man,
I had to
rest in
reach
peace,
out to
yeah.
you, you know. Here's the crazy thing. The week before, Mac and I was on the phone.
Okay.
And Mac calls me up and says, I'm out on the road with Tracy Morgan. You should go with us. I said, you just can't invite somebody to go.
Right.
Tracy know you.
Right.
You can ride with us. I said, I'm not just going to show up and ride with you.
Right.
I said, if Tracy wants me to go, Tracy will call me. He said, just show up. Tracy ain't going to kick you out the car. I said, I'm not going. That was that following week, my phone's going off. My cousin calls me, said, you all right? I said, yeah. He said, you weren't in that car accident. I said, what are you talking about? He said, some comedians were killed in Jersey in a car accident. I said, what are you talking about? So I put on the news and I saw what happened. I'm like, oh, snap. Based on what happened, I knew who to call. So I called up Freddie Ricks. I said, yo, what happened? Who died? Because him and Mac were best buddies.
Oh, wow.
And he said, yeah, man, Mac passed. I said, what? I said, you're kidding me. And he just said it so, because I figured it was him, he'd be in tears.
Sure.
So then I called Mark Theobald, who's normally in the entourage. Hey, what's up, man? I said,
Yeah,
Mark, why are you home? Oh, I didn't go out with Tracy. I just want to chill with the family. Why? What's up? Why you call? I said, so you don't know? Know what? I said, Mark,
Wow.
there was a bad accident, and Tracy and him, I said, put on CNN. And he said, just got quiet. And he said, oh my God. He said, yeah, I was supposed to go, but I wanted to spend a weekend at home with my family, so I didn't go. So fast forward, the funeral comes around, and the family asked me to have remarks at the funeral, which I thought was very pivotal, because out of all the comics that could have been there, Freddie Ricks was the host. They asked me to have some remarks. And God spoke to me that day, because I never spoke at a funeral. I don't know what to say.
Sure.
As a comic, people expect you to be funny. The family expects you to be another thing, and it all came together, and I got a standing ovation. So I don't quite know to this day what I said, but
just came out.
Right,
It was
it
out the
just
heart,
came
yeah,
out, and I said, thank you, God, for not letting me, be embarrassing
messing it up.
at a funeral, because I've seen comics go up there and curse.
Right.
And,
Well, I've seen,
Everybody can't speak at a funeral.
Well, yeah. But I didn't really know Jimmy like that.
Great guy.
But I
Great
heard
guy.
when he passed, I heard a lot about him. And he reminded me like the older cat that everyone liked. You know what I'm saying?
He came through the Uptown Comedy Club with us, and he had his own night, the Uncle Jimmy Mack hour and whatever, and he was inspirational. A lot of these young guys coming up and everything. And Snaps, he was involved in that a
Okay,
lot.
I remember that on
Snaps,
HBO.
so,
Yeah, Snaps. Yeah.
Jimmy
Wow,
Mack.
man. Well, shout out, rest in peace, Jimmy Mack. You know, so yeah, I know how that is. On a lighter note, the girls on my did the research. They found out. They say you work between $20 million and $400,000, and I'm wondering why I got you a hotel room, nigga. What is wrong with you?
Well, since we want to talk, let's talk about the flight.
Yeah, right.
I never saw the entire flight before. And normally I sit in the first 2 rows, 3 rows.
Right.
They was like, sir, keep going.
Right. It's a Pierre's panic room. We
Yeah.
get in the back. This ain't the Breakfast Club yet. When you get to the Breakfast Club, let you sit in the front. You could have walked. By the time you walked to your seat, you could have walked here.
That Wikipedia stuff is not true. Somebody wrote that I look like Denzel Washington.
Oh, no, that's a lie. Now, I believe this before I believe that, man, okay?
Hey,
Okay.
watch yourself.
Oh, my
okay,
God, I'm sorry.
Hey,
I'm sorry.
my man.
Shit. I'm really.
But I
They
don't
said
know.
20 million or up over 400,000K. Both of them, I don't want to believe both of them, okay?
Well, I'm going to leave it like that. If anybody want to believe that, so be it.
That's why the girl's so nice still on my show,
Oh,
man.
that's why. I couldn't even get a glass of water.
Yeah. Oh, really? Wow.
Is there a doctor in the house?
Wow. Wow. So you out here, it's funny. My thing ranges from 8 million to like 2 million on social media.
Leave it like that.
Yeah, it's fine.
Just don't bring them to your crib.
No, well, then they know that
But you know what?
ain't true.
You got skills.
I do. You saw that?
Yes.
Yeah.
I am so jealous. I got to go to YouTube and Home Depot and watch something over and over just to change a light bulb.
Wow.
You did a whole house.
Yeah, well, yeah, man. When you into it, man, yeah. For those who know, my father passed and left me in a house, and I remodeled the whole house from rooter to tutor, and it built some stuff on it, and I, showcased. So if you see it, go on my Instagram, Comic Pierre, if you want to follow. But
so come to Jersey. I need a water heater.
I don't do that. I don't travel with my skills, bro. Okay, yeah, it's in my house.
Hey, I'll fly you up.
Hell no, hell no. But all right, so let's talk about some funny road stories, man.
Ooh.
I'm hearing some stuff about, and I know this about promoters and comics and some of the stuff. You'd be surprised. Yeah, get this man his water, man. The water, I took it away from there. Get that man some water, please. Let's get him a water. Can we get him a water, please?
It just got hot.
Yeah,
man.
yeah, it is. The lovely Tammy, Tammy,
Thank you.
my host. Yeah,
2 million, Tammy.
Ooh-wee.
Good.
Yeah. So yeah, break that out because I can tell you some stories, some comedy stories, man. But give me one of the craziest comedy on the road stories. I know you got them. I know you got one.
Well, let's see where we start first.
You ain't got to name no names, but have you ever seen a comedian that you know?
I know a lot of comedians. Okay, what about the time a comedian just got paid $10,000 from a promoter?
Right.
And the promoter's sitting there buying us drinks and laughing, having a good time. But in the meantime, the guy he just gave the $10,000 to is in the room banging his girl. His wife.
Rewind. Zip. Hold on. A promoter paid a comic $10,000, and then his wife paid him a little tip.
And we sitting there when they come back. He's like, yo, my favorite comic of all time. I love you, man. You the best. Let me buy you a drink. I was like, yo, you just don't know.
Well, he's thirsty. He banged his wife out. You get
just
thirsty
don't
banging.
know. You shaking your wife's hand. That's not his hand right now.
Wow.
And then we go to the airport the next morning. Him and his wife all hugged up, and she's waving bye to us.
How you know he was doing it? How you know? Just because he told you. How do you know he was in there banging?
Because they both went away together, and they both came back at the same time. And okay, I got another one that I give you more proof.
I need visual, brother. I need to see penis and vagina with your visual.
Okay.
Shit.
You ever have a room and you hear noise in the next room?
Yes.
And you just want to find out who made all that noise?
I did one time. It was 2 comics, males.
So stop lying.
I was like, bro, I couldn't sleep. I was like, but okay, we'll talk about your show.
Switch seats.
I need to be in psychology.
No, I just want to hear that. So, when you hear that dope and you open the door and you're like, oh, snap.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Right.
And then, and she's like, and I'm like, I said, you know what, you should pay me or something.
Fun, yeah, a hush fund.
Yeah. And I'm
wow.
Like, this is crazy.
Have women ever jumped around to get on you, jump on your bones?
Of course. You're a comic, ain't you?
No, nigga, I'm a handsome comic. It's 2 different.
Yeah, well, I'm not handsome. Yeah.
Shit, okay.
I'm only worth 2 million, you worth 8 million.
Right. The hat,
but
the
you know what's funny?
hat from Westwood is hiding.
Back in the day, I can go on stage and say some things and have women like sign my breasts or whatever. It was crazy back then. Now you say something like, I want to ask you a question. Yeah. Are you single? I'm like, yes.
Nice.
I want you to meet my mother.
Oh, hell no. Your mama?
I'm like, Miss Gladys? Come on now.
Yeah.
It ain't the same no more.
Yeah, I do have some young girls tell me sometimes, I grew up on you. I was a baby watching you. I'm like, you better make a baby. We got to make a baby to watch us. Okay.
But,
wow, that's crazy.
Comedy has changed.
My girl Tammy on here, she says you used to mess with her aunt. My co-host say you used to fuck with her aunt. Don't give me that look. There's a lot of aunts you fuck with.
Time's up, we got to go, right?
No, ain't no gotta go. Do you remember a Miss Jenny Johnson? Woo! Tammy, come here. He act like he don't know nothing.
I hope Miss Jenny ain't the one on the far left.
No. Oh, hell, not so. Oh.
Auntie, I told her you was coming on the show, and she said, oh, I used to date him.
No.
You used to date her in the middle?
We from Hillside and Newark. She said.
Ooh, you know what Hillside is. Don't act like you don't know Hillside.
You done came on the set. This must be real.
This is Tammy. You might have fucked with her too, but this is Tammy. Okay. This is the girl.
And that's grandma.
And that's grandma. Oh, well, no shit. Okay. I didn't think she was
She
getting.
said she used to date him.
That face, that don't look familiar. You have a naked picture of her? Shit, so Hamburger. You don't remember her at all?
This show is incredible.
Don't act like you don't know Jenny from the block.
I don't want to
That's
see no
Jenny
more
from the-
slides. That's it. It's time to
Okay.
go.
You don't know Jenny?
If she from the block? No, Jenny from the block.
Well, that's Jenny from your cock, okay?
I don't know Jenny from the block, no.
Jenny from your cock? Was on your cock.
Damn, something said don't come up on this show.
Okay.
All right, that's it. Now for our sponsors.
Hell no. So,
let her know you said
okay.
hello.
All right,
Please
damn.
do.
Damn, he don't remember Jenny, man. Jenny.
This
Take
is
Jenny
a
off the
setup.
damn
Boy,
thing.
oh, boy.
Well, damn, Hamburger.
Oh, Lord,
okay,
have
well,
mercy.
What the picture? Hold on, bring that picture up real quick. That's you. That's you.
So there's a long story behind it.
It better be. Goddamn TK Kirkland and Bernie Mac on this.
That's supposed to we had a show together.
Okay, what is this?
So anyway,
this your house?
No.
Oh, that panel I'm about to tell you.
Yeah, but matter of fact, come
Hell no.
Come in.
Not in this paneling, my nigga.
Yeah, that's the basement. Of
I
where
don't
was.
give a damn where it is.
So a friend of mine, his son had a drum set,
Okay.
and I needed a drum set for a video I was doing.
Okay.
So I had to go there, put some props behind the wall and everything. I didn't do a good job covering the wall. But I started, I used to play drums in high school and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I did a piece for a friend of mine who had a stroke, and I was trying to motivate him. And I played a song the close as I could, and the doctor said he smiled and everything, so it worked.
Oh, good.
But after that, I got hooked, so I started making videos with my one-man band.
Nice. What was it, one man band? Oh, you. Okay,
I
what
played
was
bass, I played the
it? But
keyboard.
what was it called?
Hamburger's Band.
Band. Boy, I'm telling you, good with the
I was
names,
up all
brother.
night thinking, what's the name? Hamburger's Band.
Hamburger's
Worth
Band.
$2 million.
I like that. And what we do is, this is one of the ones from IG creeping and stuff. What we do, we go on your social media and we creep, and we found that picture. We got to find another picture. It's called IG creeping, and we creep. What the fuck is? This
Go
is
back,
when you
go back. That was in
Back
Beale-
up. What the hell?
That's Beale Street in Memphis, Tennessee, and that's what they sell in the store windows.
Are those real good? Can you play? You can't play those. You can't play that.
No,
that's
that's a toilet seat right
Oh,
there.
just a toilet
Mr.
seat.
Carpenter.
Oh,
But I
wow.
was just like, wow, look what you see in the storefront windows in Beale Street in Memphis, Tennessee. So
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's okay. That's what you took a picture of. All right, that works. But then a picture. This is you right here.
that's me. I'm Family Guy.
Wow. Did you do the voice?
No, they wouldn't let me. They did the voice. That's what I was mad about. Let
Because
me
they got a little money. Yeah. Did you get,
Yeah.
you get some money from that?
Enough.
A little something. All right. Well, no. Okay. Not enough to get
They
here.
had Neil Tyson. Neil Tyson do it.
Neil Tyson DeGrasse. Oh wow. That's big, man. That's big. Hell, I know. You're much slimmer than that. No, you're more handsomer than that. Okay.
I'm hoping they get my stomach in these. shots.
No. Damn that. You ain't got 3 fingers too. What's wrong with you, man?
Yeah.
Hell no. Okay. Well, that's what we do. IG creeping. Look here, man.
What's my IG?
Well, we do it. We do
Oh,
IG
okay.
creeping. Okay. Yeah. The handle will be right in front of you. Okay.
We finished now. I can go.
We ain't got. Damn. We ain't gotta go. No, I do a thing called spin the wheel. Every time we get somebody here, we bring a wheel out here.
ain't
Do my thing
spinning
called
no
spin
wheel.
the wheel. And on the wheel, you have a couple things you got to pick from. You can pick from where it lands. You get some money. Yeah, we pay money here too, bro. Okay.
You got a first class airplane?
No. That's the kind of money you get right there. Like, no. Spend the. You can spend again. You can read from book passage. You can do what do you call it right here?
No, it ain't the
Celebrity
Bible
crush.
book passage.
Well, no. Well, it can be if you need to. Celebrity crush call. You got to call your celebrity. How you lost your virginity? If you can remember them years ago.
In Hillside.
And with Auntie Jenny from the block. Sexual passage. Trading places. Who you trading places with and why. The biggest lie you ever had, and that's it, celebrity crush. So that's what, and a real secret. So spin this thing. Hold on, we got to do a little drum roll. You get a nice little spin to it, and where it land, we do. Yeah, when we land, do. Hold on, get it. Yeah. Nigga, you crazy? What kind of spin?
Ready?
All right, hold on. Oh, sexual passage. Well, we ain't got the sexual passage. So one more spin. We'll let it roll one more time.
Go and have a wheel and don't.
Yeah, well, it's another room. Shit. Okay.
Y'all got to clap for it? Just do
Yeah,
it.
here we go. Just spin.
Yeah.
And it is this one. Bing. What did it land on? Lost virginity. Ooh, can you
I ain't losing yet.
Hell,
I was with
no,
this girl. No, I dated this girl in Hillside.
no. Wow, named Jenny?
Jenny.
No, hell
From
no.
the block.
No, you didn't. You know. So
And she turned out to be a church girl. So we went to Bible study together, and 30 years, me and Jenny.
you had 30 years.
Yeah,
So
we
you
read every-
didn't know her on the picture.
Because
Course.
in Bible study was dark.
Wow. So
And she was always covered.
Really?
Yeah. You ain't believing that?
Well,
Let's spin again. No.
Yeah, you could have. You remember back in the days when you lost it, but that's okay. I know you.
Hey, how'd you start the show off? I was so old back in the 60s. Remember? We were at a civil rights march.
Damn. Okay, well maybe then you did. Okay, you and Martin lost it together.
That's not funny, man.
Lawrence. Martin Lawrence, man. You can't lose Martin Lawrence, man. Get out of here. Get out of here. What you talking about? I know you were talking about, Martin Luther King. Who do that? Who do that kind of joke? Okay.
Hey, but
only a
what,
light-skinned nigga do that.
There's a lot of comics in the world. Thanks for having me on your show, man. This is big.
No, brother. You a
big.
legend, man. You a legendary,
no,
bro.
I ain't got nothing to do with it, man.
I had a pleasure bringing you here, man. I'm glad you came.
I know who you close with. I know how people talk about you. My dude, Pierre. For me to bump up the list and get here.
There you go.
Yo, I could have been on the Greyhound. You put me in the back of the plane.
Well, come on, brother. It's like a limo. I thought you was like a limo. I put you in the back. You don't sit in the front.
Yeah,
okay.
I was like, if I go one more row, I'll be serving the tea on this thing.
Well, I almost got you there too. Another $20 more less, I would have got you back there. So trust me, I need you here.
And I had to fly into somebody else's name.
Hell no.
Yeah, it wasn't my name. I got there. It's like Pierre said, shh, here.
Right, when you here. But the hotel is lovely.
Oh, the hotel's fat.
Okay. Ooh, there's things you could do if you weren't the guy you are.
And the ladies, I'm coming to call Aunt Jenny.
Ooh.
And see if I can fly her in the same flight you put me on.
She was a bride in that photo, so she's married.
So you know what
you had me saying all this, so Mr. Jenny gonna be looking for me when I get back?
Right, no. Ain't no need to call Aunt Jenny when you got niece Tammy here, okay? You saw Tammy just pop, okay? Tammy would do it for the crew.
Need y'all get this crew together.
She want that $2 million, man. Okay, that's what she want. That $20 million, I mean, shit. Okay, break off a little something. No, man, but Hamburger, I appreciate you coming on the show, man.
Thanks
You're a legend, brother.
Man.
Seriously, man. Really, really appreciate you coming, man. You know what I'm saying? I enjoyed working with you. When I saw you, I said, man, please come on my show. And you was nice enough to come and grace it, man. I appreciate it, brother.
But you know what I need, though, if you can help me? I need a team of writers.
A team of writers? Okay.
So I just want to put that out there. I find some real good comedy writers.
How they reach you?
Instagram, Comedian Hamburger on IG. Comedian Hamburger IG. Follow me there. And I'm just looking for a trio of whatever from LA, Georgia, whatever, because I want to take it to the next level. And I want originality. I'm not like a lot of other guys be stealing whatever.
Oh.
I want original material because, you look at the Chris Rocks, there's some brilliant guys, and they write Chappelle. That's some thought-provoking stuff.
Sure.
So if there's anybody who can really, really write, let's hook up, let's make it happen.
How do you, real quick, how do you feel about the different generations of comedians, the new ones compared to the ones you came up with?
This is an interesting question. I just did a show with some new guys, and I was like, ooh, for me, we had mentors.
Right.
We had television stuff to watch.
Right.
I don't think they have that. And they just walked on stage and did some stuff. The next guy came out and did the same jokes practically, the same subject matter. There's nothing different to separate each one. You can go on stage. I can go to 7-Eleven, come back to store with them and come back. I don't have to worry about it because our joke's going to be different. You're telling about your life and what you're going through. They don't know that, and they don't know how to structure a joke. So this new generation, some of them need some help. So.
Wow. It's funny because you said I'm a lyricist when it comes to comedy. Right. I like words and wordplay, like I do with rappers. These young generation. I'm not going to diss all these young generation rappers 100%, but some of them ain't talking about much. I don't really, and I have ears, so I can hear it. I just don't understand it. It's more hook and beat. It's not really lyricist. And I grew up during the lyricists. There was rappers like who's that? Method Man, or Redman. I remember Redman had something on Pharoah Monch, Simon Says. He had a lyrics where it said something like, my next line is going to bowl you over. I'm hot-headed. That's why I'm cold-shouldered. Damn, just to put those together. You know what I'm saying? Like words that play. I was like, man, I do it with jokes too.
Did one, and he said, like hamburger.
And I was like, yeah. I like lyricists. And when it comes to comics, I like to hear people tell me something that I can say, that was clever to put together.
But Dana Dane, a great storyteller back in the day.
He was.
And those old school rappers, they had a story to tell you. These guys now say, and I did this thing on IG, my last piece, where I was mimicking rappers today. You just say 3 words and that's a rap. What I say? Y'all better start thinking. You better worry because they're going to make us take more shots than Steph Curry. That's what they're doing today. And then on to the next one. There's not a steady format of anything. It's not.
But what about comedians? Do you agree? Like I think a lot of them now are just more action. Like, they may dance silly and do a lot. And I'm not saying in my time there was nobody dancing on stage. Right. But the majority of comics had word play in their in their jokes.
But for some, they think you have to be loud to be funny.
Oh, now
a lot of profanity, and the louder you are, they think they're funny. But what's your point of view? What's the subject? What are you trying to tell the people? You're just yelling for no reason. So tell me, back to Derek Fox, he told me one day, comedy is about a day in a life with you. And then last time I worked with you, I watched it on stage, I'm like, that's what I'm talking about. I learned so much about you.
Oh, yeah.
And you came from the heart and the soul and bared it all. I'm like, wow, that's a real comic right there. But could you do that 20 years ago?
It's funny. I didn't think it would work 20 years ago, and that's why I didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't realize. Even though greats like Richard Pryor and them told stories of their lives, I realized when I shot my special, which is going to be released soon, was people. Before I shot, I said, okay, I'm funny. I make people laugh, but I'm not saying nothing.
Right.
I'm saying funny things, but it's nothing that will take home with you. Really, really. And I said, you know what? Let me think about my life.
Right.
And I realized that people like storytellers more than like joke tellers.
Right.
They want to travel with you on something, man. Man, that story about your mama, or that story that you did about going into the Navy, that story, people like that.
And that's key what you said, taking something home with you. A lot of people want, especially the girls at the office, they want to be able to say, gather around the water cooler and say, girl, you read it? And share that joke. What can you share from certain people's, stand-up? There's nothing to repeat. So, and Martin once told me, 80% of the audience is women.
Yeah, sure. Well,
Write your jokes towards women. And I started studying comedy audiences, majority women. You don't see 10 guys coming to a show together, but you'll see 10 girls.
now here's my problem I had with that part though. I would talk about experience I had with women. I don't date men. You know what I'm saying? So I can't be like, niggas,
Right.
are y'all tired of balls small and big, whatever the hell. They'd be like, you know too much about dating men. So it's hard. I had to learn how to say it where I didn't say all women. I'd be like, some of y'all girlfriends are messing y'all up because you got some trifling girlfriends, so it ain't them, it's their girlfriend. Instead of saying, you ladies ain't shit, you more, you know what I'm saying? I had to pick it that way and learn that because women say, well, we're coming to support you. Why are you dogging all of us?
Right.
So I had to dog the particular ones I was dating or something that's similar to their
But even
friends.
going back to your set on Def Jam, that was a real story, unfortunately.
There you go, being
that
shot.
you got shot in a lot of McDonald's. And it was hilarious. I don't know if it really went down like that, going from car to car. Hell, but
Yeah,
that jump
close
was
enough.
funny.
Right. It made my thing work. Well, Hamburger, I appreciate you coming on the show,
Anytime,
brother.
man.
Coming all the way from
Much
Jersey.
success to
Hey,
you.
man, again, man, thank you so much. I see some more years for you, brother.
Thank
Every time you see him, you know who it is, Mr. Hamburger. Thank y'all. Give him a round of applause. Give him a
Hamburger.
y'all. Thank you so much. You dropped some knowledge, brother. I appreciate it. We'll see y'all another time, man. Thank you for watching. Pierre.
Bye, Aunt
Don't
Jenny.
forget to hit, that's wrong, the subscribe button or the notification bell. Ding! Hit that for me, man. And I love y'all. Thank y'all for supporting. And I'll listen to the comments. I'll read them. All right, we out.
Hamburger. Hey, I just survived Pierre's Panic Room. Do me a favor, subscribe and follow my man. Great show. Much more to come. Hamburger.
If you like that show, like, subscribe, and comment below. Hit the notification bell. Hit the subscribe button, man. We want you around. Appreciate it.